You quickly explain to the class what you know about Flobberdosh, with Professor Oak chiming in to provide details occasionally.
Of course the freak would have a freaky Pokemon.
You think he controls his Pokemon too?
Felonius Prick. Sounds like a Harry Potter name. Felonius Prick. Yo, we're just going down to Felonius Pricks, mate. I heard he's got some good butterbeer in. Yo, let's go to Felonius Pricks. Mate, if I ever become like a famous rapper or anything like that, that's what I'm gonna call my MC name. Yo, Felonius Prick on the mic, making sure that I do it right. I'm a Felonius Prick to you and me, and I'll smack you in the face with a spelling bee. Jesus Christ. How is it going, guys? My name is OnesieBanette, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Academy life. Now, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. My voice is very deep today, and the reason that it's so deep is because my throat is very, very sore. I went out for a work event a couple of days ago, and I kind of had a little bit too much to drink, and ended up going out clubbing afterwards, and ended up just screaming at the top of my lungs to like every song, and it's killed my throat. But I figured I wanted to try and record an episode because it doesn't hurt, it's just really deep. So I figured it would have a fun effect on the voices that I tried to do. On a side note about this work event, I'll probably pop some pictures in this video, but they hired out like fairground rides. So there was like one of those twister rides and some dodgems and a helter-skelter and a caricaturist and some roulette and stuff. Like, it was, they went all out. They hired out the Leeds First Direct Arena. Like, the entire arena for the night was just my company. It was insane. So that was fun. But yes, I can't even remember where we are in Pokemon Academy life, but I do have to say, we are ready to jump right back into it. So, without further ado, let's put my new deep voice to the test by doing... Why have we got a Serena scene? Let's do that, shall we? Oh dear. Oh dear. This is going to go very well. And also, my drink of choice today, it's not something I would normally go for, but I did manage to find a can of Monster Ripper. It's not normally my drink of choice, unless I absolutely need a monster, but if I saw it, I was like, I have to. So, I'm just going to be casually sipping on this. As you turn the corner, you see Serena struggling under the weight of several large books. Serena, what are you up to?
Oh hello. I was just going to the library. I need to catch up on my studying, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that'd explain the stack of books. Would you appreciate a study partner? Need any help carrying those? Ooh. Let's let the stats decide. So we have knowledge. Yeah, study partner then.
Why certainly, that'd be splendid. Thank you.
Cool. Let's head off to the library then. You've got a pretty wide variety of subjects here. Pokemon breeding, battling, training, like a shark cutlery board.
Kese?
I think that's what that said. Shark cutlery. Well written. Well done. Huh?
What is a shark cutlery board?
Oh, you know, one of those things where there's all kind of meats and cheeses, and you eat them down with a bunch of wine.
Are you referring to a charcuterie board?
Oh, shit, that's what it's called? That's way more collusion than I was expecting. Charcuterie. My French accent is terrible. There was some French people at this work event, and they were trying to speak to me in French, and I was literally just like, bonjour, je m'appelle Ale, j'ai 18 ans, j'habite Leicester, and it was like, what? Like, I could barely string sentences together, trying my best, and they're just speaking fluently at me, and I'm just like, slow down, I'm trying to practice my French here. I'm trying to learn it again, and it's so difficult. Oh, God.
You are quite entertaining, Alex Onesie.
Thanks, but Kind of feel like I'm the butt of a joke here, but thanks.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I am laughing with you. Shark cutlery.
I'm gonna have to switch her to a French accent, aren't I? It's just gonna have to happen, because they're writing her more and more French as this goes on, and it's making it very difficult for me to, like, read it in, like, the generic sort of calm American that I've given her. Yeah, well, I bet a hoity-toity upper-class woman like yourself has her blind spots as well.
Oh, do you challenge me?
You bet your lavender-scented bedsheets I do.
Then please, ask me anything you might think might be in my blind spot. You may find me surprisingly well informed.
Sure. Well, this is something everyone who's ever had to go for a hike on a sweltering forest trail would know. What's in bug juice?
Eh?
Oh, you don't know? Washing out that early, huh?
No, I know this. I just thought your questions would be more agrarian in nature.
Why does everyone think I'm a farmer? Because you tried to be a farmer. You ran away from Kobukan to become a farmer, dickhead.
In any case, bug juice is 25% purple grape juice, 25% raspberry juice, 45% lemon lime soda, and 5% vodka. If no one's watching, with a bit of ice.
Okay, that is genuinely surprising.
Please, keep them coming.
Okay, what's the best way to catch catfish Pokemon from lakes or ponds? Not throwing Master Balls at them, because apparently they just eat them.
Noodling, of course. Why waste money on bait when they're just as liable to chow down on your hands?
Shit. Okay, your car battery's dying, it keeps going down, won't charge up even when you drive. What's the problem?
Well, it could be any number of things, but the first thing I do is check the alternator. If it's broken, then you can just get a new one from pretty much any auto parts store.
And what if it doesn't fit?
Well, that means the bushing is probably a bit too large, so you can just sandpaper the alternator's rear end down.
How the hell? Wait, I got it. No, I got it now. There's absolutely no way that an upper-class Kalos girl will get this one. There's a sport that's pretty popular in Kanto. It's slow, dangerous, and very dirty. I don't think even middle-class Cantonians watch it, even though it originated there. So, hang on. Oops, stop it! Stop touching the wheel.
Rhyhorn racing.
And who's the best Rhyhorn racer?
That would be Grace Sumaoka.
Damn, I've been completely beaten.
Why, thank you. What do I win?
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh?
You're from Kanto.
Why do you think that?
Give me a better reason for you to know Grace Umaoka.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of possible reasons, such as...
Like what?
I could be related to her.
Yeah, that doesn't seem likely. Anyway, even if you were, that'd just prove you're from Kanto.
How so?
Well, I mean, she's Cantonian. She lived there her whole life before she moved to Kalos. Oh my god. You're Serena Umaoka, Grace's daughter? Smells a bit weird. I think someone's having an early wake and bake next door. I've got my window open to the right of me so I can just smell the smells scenting through. And it's currently Sunday morning as I'm recording this, so I think someone's having a bit of a wake and bake. I did also wake up to my neighbours having an argument, so that was fun. But yeah, it smells very, very strong. I might be baked halfway through this, Jesus.
Shh, we're in a library.
Sorry.
But, yes, I am.
I had a poster of your mom on my wall at home.
Many did, yes.
I don't get it, though. Your mom only left Kanto, like, 2 years ago. What happened?
Could you clarify?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really follow you, no offense, but sometimes I went to your mom's races and saw glimpses of you.
I'm not offended that you did not follow me.
But, like, just 2 years ago, I remember you were all overalls and pigtails. You wore a baseball cap. You were whooping and hollering at those races, yelling out like the reddest-necked farmer anywhere in southwest Kanto. I mean, I recognise the sunglasses, but everything else, I mean, if you hadn't just told me, I would never have recognized you.
Well, a lot can happen in 2 years.
Yeah, but that much? There's got to be more than just the new environment, right?
As a fan of my mother, I assumed you had heard about the silicon mine we discovered under our ranch.
Yeah, but didn't Silphco buy it for you for like $1 billion?
Very slightly less. In any case, with that much money, since we had no longer had our ranch, we always wanted to visit Kalos.
Wait, so is she actually got the French accent, or is she just putting it on? I can't tell, because I'm giving her this French accent, but it's kind of hard to interpret that through text. There've been references to her having an accent, but, like, I know there's been more references to Calum having an accent than Serena. Maybe I just scrap it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll carry on for it for now. Let me know what you guys think. Should I keep the French accent or get rid of it? That explains why and how you moved, but just moving wouldn't cause such a dramatic change. I mean, I think. I've obviously never moved anywhere before coming to Kobukan.
People change for the oddest reasons.
Ugh. Does this have anything to do with Calum?
What would make you think that?
Not much. I've just got 2 dots and I'm trying to connect them. Calum and you knew each other before coming here. Calum didn't know you'd be here, but it seems like you did know he'd be here. And now you dorm together. It just never made sense to me.
I'm sorry, I don't think... I don't feel comfortable telling you about this. Perhaps one day, but not now.
That's fine. I just want to know something. Are you alright? You're not forcing yourself to be something you're not, are you?
If I was, how would I know? What is the true self beyond the entirety of the memories and thoughts that make up a person? To demonstrate the fullness of the true self at all times sounds exhausting. Although I abhor when one is forced to pretend to be a person they're not. I don't see anything wrong with simply temporarily not demonstrating certain parts of yourself for convenience's sake.
That sounds very much like pretending to be a person you're not. Well, I'll leave it there then, Serena Umaoka. But if you ever change your mind and want to tell me about the real Serena, whatever that means, I'll be here.
I appreciate it. I must say, Alex Swansea, I am surprised.
Oh?
Yes, I didn't realize you were so perceptive, so intelligent.
Come on, don't I just give off the vibes of a brainiac?
Not particularly, no.
Ouch.
But to be able to figure out my background from those few questions, I think perhaps you two are hiding your light under a bushel somewhat.
What? Me? No way. I'm a genuine dumbass.
If you insist.
So, hey, what now? Now that I know your biggest secret?
I would ask that you please not mention it to anyone else. Caleb knows, of course, but it would complicate my plans if he knew that there was a third party involved.
Sure, my lips are sealed. So, what kind of plans are those? Can I know?
Not right now, please.
Ugh, I seriously want to know though. Oh well, anything I can do to help with those plans?
There is actually one thing. It might not be possible, but...
Sure, name it.
Would it be possible for you to perhaps find Kelem a woman?
What? Serena, is that your deal? Is that your kink? Are you into sharing? Because sharing is caring. Fuck me. Why do I say this shit? God. Okay, why? What? I'm so confused. Oh, wow. That's where we're going with this? I mean, I don't know what I can do about that. Wait, I thought you wanted to date him.
I did, well, I thought I did, but then I moved in with him and everything has become so much more difficult. And I don't know if... that is to say, I'm unsure if... I mean, it would be easier if he were not single, since in regards to,
What's the problem? It sounds like she's trying to say something that she doesn't know how to say.
Oh, whatever. Listen up, Alex. We all need to get that boy hitched to some other chick or man, it doesn't matter, before I have a nervous breakdown. He's too damn kind and didn't even mention the fact that I've been lying to his face for ages.
Whoa. Her facade completely broke there. Yeah, absolutely. I'm hearing you. Wait, he likes men too?
That's very clearly not the point.
Huh? I was definitely getting the opposite vibes from him, but good to know. No! Bad boy! Keep it in your pants! I don't get it though. You aren't dating, are you?
No.
Then why don't you just tell him you need some space?
It's not that easy. I was chasing after him for so long, and now that he stopped and turned around to face me, I ran right into him. I have what I wanted, but everything I was chasing after has come too quickly, and I cannot process my feelings properly when I wake up every morning staring into his gorgeous eyes.
TMI. So your plan is to get him a girlfriend or boyfriend so that he's no longer an option for yourself?
Rather.
And what if this substitute boyfriend/girlfriend is his one?
Then he will be happy. Consequently, so will I.
Well, hell, sign me up.
Splendid. I always wanted to be part of a conspiracy. You'll need this then to report your success.
Yeah, mate, we got them deets.
She gave me a fucking number trying to get him a fucking partner. That is like, I don't want to be part of this cuckold situation, Serena. I don't want to be part of your twisted dichotomy. No, thank you. Hey, I can tell this is really important to you, but are you sure you have time for all this? I mean, Kobukan is really competitive, and everyone's so busy all the time.
There's always time for true love, my conspirator.
That is not the relationship I expected to receive with Serena. So now, ground, fire, and dark Pokemon. And grow the more points you have with Serena. Cool. Your boy needs to get someone with electric proficiency, because he's still like 2 levels lower. What's the day today? It's Wednesday. So I think we said we were going to wait till Thursday to get Sabrina. My Pokemon are all fully leveled. I don't really want to go back to my dorm, so we're going to go out into the forest. And I think it's Will we're trying to save. Yeah, we'll get Will.
Alright, let's go. We'll save Instructor Will and break into the head of the big evil...
What?
Break into the head of the big evil boss hiding in the forest.
It is unlikely any such threat that is... It is unlikely any such... Oh my god, I can't even read. It is unlikely any threat such as that is present, but if it is so, then so it is. Let's go. We don't need to wait around. Wait. This forest, it smells strongly of rot. We should prefer to see many grass and ghost types. Prepare that Pikachu of yours accordingly, Alex. Take note of the PP of your team's moves. Are you prepared to begin? Skip the dungeon. I don't think I'm going to do any yet because we've shown it off once in the previous episodes, but I know that Freud has said that he's planning a big overhaul of the dungeon system and that it's very much a placeholder, so I'm okay not showcasing it too much because I don't want to criticize something that isn't fully complete and fully ready. I mean, I enjoyed the system, but it was a bit long-winded and it was a bit awkward to control, and I feel like I don't really want to force that upon you guys as well, so we're just going to skip to the main meat and potatoes, and what we'll do is we will sort out Pikachu's Foreveralls, Ghost, and Grass. So we should probably give it a Flying and a... Wait, Flying? Yeah, we'll give it the Cramorant Foreverall. Let's read the description. What does it do? Starting Gorging Form. Teach Stockpile, Spit Up, Swallow. Okay, well we'll give it... We'll give it to Flobberdosh. 24 over the limit. God damn, get rid of Growl. We've got Nuzzle, Electro Ball. Yeah, get rid of Growl. Okay, skip the dungeon. That'll do.
Did we do it? We do appear to be in the deepest part of the dungeon, but I don't see... Ah, there, look!
Oh my god, it's Will!
You see Will slumped against a tree. His eyes are glowing faintly, and he's muttering something.
We are danger.
Be on your guard. There's something wrong here.
We, a great treasure within, is coming. Us will take treasure.
Whoa, whoa, is he gonna try and fight us? We can't beat a teacher. No, look. With his psychic powers, he's controlling the wild Pokemon around him. Well, this is ironic.
Come on, if we all take on 3 Pokemon at once, we should be able to beat them.
True, I have faith in your abilities. Disciplinary committee, enforce order.
I'm not part of your disciplinary committee, wanker. Leave me alone. I don't like you, you're a prick. Alright, we just got a Fury Cutter the crap out of... The problem is, Chicory is up against a Dartrix and a Phantomp. 2 Pokemon that both actually resist Bug. So the Grass type, the Fury Cutter, is completely wasted here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to Arctic Gaze everything and just try and play this as slow as we can. We'll Future Sight this Paris.
We are danger.
Gaze. Nice. Hex on Ivy. Bye, Barrow. You did well, buddy. Get out there, Flabberdosh. Trying to spread some paralysis around.
We, great treasure within, coming, us will take treasure.
Fury Cutter again. And we will Ardent Gaze onto the Phantomp now. Actually, no, we won't. What we'll do is we'll back. Fury Cutter onto Dartrix. Draining Kiss onto Dartrix. Nuzzle onto Dartrix. We're going to overload the Dartrix. Well, just became paralyzed anyway. No! Fuck off, Paris. You just killed Flabberdosh in 1 hit. What's wrong with you? Alright, Eric. Get out there, Eric. Fury Cutter onto Phantomp. Ardent Gaze that Paris. Confuse Ray the Paris. Phantomp's down. Paris. Yep. No, Eric's asleep. Giga Drain onto... Oh my god. No. No. We're not having that, thank you. Not today. Not today, Mom. Get a bit of health back. Shadow Sneak onto Ivy. Yes, Dartrix is dead. Nice. Paris is infatuated. And we Fury Cutter the Paris, and then we should win now. So, yeah, we should be fine. I still can't believe Eric lived that Giga Drain. It's like 10 levels down. Easy beans. Easy beans.
Instructor Will. He's waking up.
Ooh. Ah, my head. Oh, that's smart.
Instructor Will, what happened?
Why... Oh, I remember now, yes. I went into the forest to rescue my darling Bree and Bianca when... Oh, I was attacked, assaulted, impugned... I misread that as something very different. Impugned.
Who would do such a thing to me, the great Will? Never in my life have I... Wait. Where is Sabrina? Where is Bianca? Are they safe?
Bianca has been successfully returned to campus grounds.
Oh, thank the heavens.
We're still attempting to ascertain Sabrina's whereabouts, though. We hoped you may be able to assist in our efforts to do so.
I will certainly try, but it seems that my last attempt was an utter failure.
There will be a time to discuss our plans for the future later.
Right now, we need to check you into the infirmary. You're banged up pretty bad, and I bet you haven't been eating or drinking right since you disappeared.
Oh, now I know how Bree must have felt. I despise this, but you're right. I feel quite faint right now.
Come on, Instructor. Lean on me. Let's get you out of here. I'm afraid the injuries I sustained in the forest may have me joining you in the infirmary, Instructor Will. Proof positive that power rarely protects.
as one supposes, or perhaps it's my own lack of it to blame. I might need to rest up in the infirmary for a while too. I got seriously banged up in the forest. I always knew this superhero stuff was dangerous, but even so...
Oh man, Instructor Will, you seem heavier than before. Or maybe I just got banged up worse than I thought in that forest. Maybe you did, Silver. Maybe you got smacked. Everyone makes their way back to the infirmary, battered and bruised. You arrive once more at the infirmary. I can't remember what voice I gave her.
Oh. Will, please lie down on this bed here.
No words to exalt my heroic deeds, oh beautiful nurse.
You're not seriously injured, but we don't want you to do anything that might exacerbate your condition. Try not to get too excited over nothing.
But surely a token of your favor is not nothing, O maid Miriam. Why, it may be the only thing that can nurse me back to health.
William, right now you're my patient. Control yourself.
Yes, apologies. Students, you have done remarkably. I am immensely proud. You are good men and women, every one of you. Except for this wanker. He's a prick and I don't like him.
I'm sorry, but the infirmary has a strict one visitor at a time limit. Would 3 of you mind stepping out for a moment? I'd just like to ask some questions about the patient from the 4th of you, if that's alright.
Sure, I can answer.
Of course.
Yeah, see ya, Alex. Good job.
We all did great. We should totally come up with a team name.
What, like the disciplinary committee?
Oh, yes, that's perfect. Or the DC for short, that'd be marvelous.
You might have some copyright issues over DC, I think. Hi, Miss Miriam. I'm back.
That's unfortunate. A nurse is never happier when she has no work to do and can just sit back with a nice book. I'm going to ask you the same questions you heard the last time. Can you describe the nature of the injuries the patient sustained?
The same stuff as last time. A few bumps and scrapes, but also confusion, disorientation, headaches. Any ideas, Nurse Miriam?
Yes, I'm fairly confident my patients have been hypnotized.
Huh?
It's a form of short-term hypnosis that wears off after a while. Long-term hypnosis is a much more complicated affair, but it seems whoever did this didn't want to cause lasting damage. It seems the shock of being defeated in battle was enough to snap them out of it.
Well, that's a lucky coincidence.
What interests me more is how they were able to survive for so long without an obvious source of food or water. I'd need more cases to come to a firm conclusion, but obviously I don't want that. Well, I'm sure after a nice long nap, Will be right as rain and back to his flirtatious ways.
No.
He's ridiculous, but it's the sort of ridiculousness that makes me laugh. And he's a very caring man, behind that showy facade, when I think what he put himself through for Serena. Oh, though he keeps a smile in front of you students, he must feel terribly guilty for what happened to her. Thank you for delivering another patient to my door, safe, if not sound.
I plan to do it once more.
Beg pardon?
Oh, that's, one way of doing it, I guess. That's one way of speaking to people. There are a few people there that were joyful, and they're no longer joyful. What happened to them overnight? What did they do?
Good morning, students. Who's ready to continue our survey into the history of champions?
Wait.
Mr. von Schwarzendrachen?
What? Oh yeah, that's his name, I forgot. Von Schwarzendrachen. Sprachen Sie Deutsch?
Don't say that. It sounds ridiculous.
So, Bruno and Hilbert's voices are gonna benefit from my voice being messed up at the moment because they're gonna sound really deep and really rough.
I want to know about Alex Onesie's Pikachu. You obviously know more about it than any of us, possibly except him. Oh, well, I don't think that's entirely relevant to the course I'm teaching right now. It's relevant to battle, and relevant to our chances in the Pokemon League. Our first day here, you said only a third of us would qualify. That number will be even lower if we don't know what our opponents can do. You're a teacher. Teach us.
You could have just asked me, Hilbert.
You would tell us?
Yes, I would, because I'm not a dick.
I didn't expect that. Thank you.
You quickly explain to the class what you know about Flobberdosh, with Professor Oak chiming in to provide details occasionally.
Of course the freak would have a freaky Pokemon.
You think he controls his Pokemon too?
Felonius Prick. Sounds like a Harry Potter name. Felonius Prick. Yo, we're just going down to Felonius Pricks, mate. I heard he's got some good butterbeer in. Yo, let's go to Felonius Pricks. Mate, if I ever become like a famous rapper or anything like that, that's what I'm gonna call my MC name. Yo, Felonius Prick on the mic, making sure that I do it right. I'm a Felonius Prick to you and me, and I'll smack you in the face with a spelling bee. Jesus Christ. I don't half say some shit to you guys, don't I?
You're really just gonna come out and tell everyone, huh?
I've learnt my lesson. No more secrets.
Damn, you're cool.
Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing, Leaf. Or sorry, or should I call you Branch or Twig? I don't know.
Ah, well, it seems that we may have gotten slightly distracted. No matter, we'll pick this up during our next lesson. Don't forget to prepare for your tests, too.
See, I'm surprised that Professor Oak would have wanted to tell people about that, because basically, I thought he was going to write like a research paper on it, which obviously if everyone knows about it, he's kind of giving away his secrets before he's able to capitalize and gain the results on. So it's a strange one. It's a very, very strange one. Either way, what did we say we were doing? I think it was Fairy for Ivy. I think that was it. It was Fairy for Ivy. And if we do a Fairy class and a Fairy study, we can get Ivy to level 20. So we'll go to Fairy class. What you got to say to me today?
Ooh, new dialogue.
You good last night? I thought I heard a scream. Just watching old horror films on my phone. Ever seen Bonesaw? Can't say I've had the pleasure. Oh, I want to watch Bonesaw. Bonesaw's cool. That sounds like a fun movie. Sounds like a good movie.
Oh, my accent? I appreciate the compliment, but I grew up in Ekritique City, not Kalos. Japanese is my first language. While I was growing up, I received an Eevee as my first Pokemon. I dreamed of joining the Kimono Girls, you see. Trainees start quite young after all. Becoming the priestess of Ho-Oh is a taxing and deeply sacred position. I made it some ways through the process before my Eevee became a Sylveon. Some Eevee trainers looked down on it, you see. But it all worked out for the best. I was too young to commit my whole life to the priesthood and had other passions to explore. Moving to Kalos let me discover my passion for design and help me learn about fairy types in a place they are welcomed. Part of me, though, will always belong to Ekritique. I call my own gym trainers the Verisode Girls. They're free to use whatever Pokemon they wish, but I'm teaching them the best of Jotonian and Kalosian tradition.
That's quite cute. I like that. Although I don't like the idea that people look down on trainers that have Sylveon, because Sylveon is my favourite evolution, and trans rights. Valerie speaks of pride with Blossom, who is acting as interim gym leader. Classmates' bonds increased. Let's go! Fairy proficiency increased. Has everyone... Oh, yeah.
Hello. This is a reminder that all access to the forest is prohibited to students not engaged in official duties. Expulsion is a likely punishment for rule breaking. This message will be repeated.
Yes, it will. You know what I'm saying?
So Life Orb on a Pokemon with Sheer Force gives you all the benefits of the item with none of the downsides. Do keep that in mind. It's a useful combo that's very easy to pull off.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why Nidoking is one of the best wall breakers ever, and Landorus, of course. Sheer Force Landorus with Life Orb is like one of the hardest Pokemon in the entire game to switch into, because it's got just enough in its move pool so that Blissey can't switch in because it will just take a superpower to the face and die in one hit. Ferrothorn can't really switch in because of the same reason. Toxapex just dies to its ground stab. Even fairy types that you'd think would have the natural bulk to take hits die to its sludge wave, which gets boosted by sheer force. So Landorus, like, even U-turn on its sets, you could theoretically have a set that could switch into you know, like a generic Landorus set. You might be able to wall one specific set, but then it just U-turns on you as you switch in and you lose momentum anyway. So Landorus is a monster. Landorus is a big problem, and Sheer Force Life Orb is one of the reasons why, because all of its coverage has secondary effects outside of superpower. So everything gets boosted by Life Orb, and it doesn't take the recoil, and it can switch up attacks. So, yeah, it's a very, very strong Pokemon.
Now it's time for the battles. Bruno!
What we're going to do, actually, we're going to swap Pikachu and Chicory up front. So that, yeah, we can have some cool stuff.
Hey, que bueno verte.
Same to you, I assume.
Grusha, are you well enough to battle today?
As far as I can tell.
Alex, your opponent will be Grusha.
You're probably sick and tired of people talking about your speech, your Pikachu, or your power. I'm sick of the people asking if I'm okay and pretending to care that I didn't get to be some student council whatever.
Yeah, let's skip all that.
Finalmente.
Ugh.
I saw what you did to Dawn.
Yeah?
What you did was cold. Made a mockery of her. All her training, all her power, in front of the entire school.
Hey,
Chill. I liked it. And it's not like you had a choice anyway. You should see what people on the internet are saying about you and her, though. They're calling her Alteria Jobbird. That doesn't seem very nice. People say that the internet's anonymity gives people the freedom to be dicks without repercussions, but I've seen people be dicks to each other face to face, so I don't know. Maybe people are just trash. Is depressing me a part of your battle strategy? No, but I might keep that in my back pocket for the future. Your scarf? Are you... It's hard to breathe with it on. Harder to yell commands too. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's go. One request. Don't make this exciting.
Ha! Because he's gonna struggle if it's exciting. Oh dear. This is gonna be difficult. Flabberdosh still has the flying type on it. God damn it, that's my bad. I should have stopped that. And Flabberdosh isn't even in the position to hit the one thing on the field that it could hit for big damage. That just makes me sad. Alright, let's just get rid of this Satoddle. Let's just try and smash everything we can quickly. Pursue the Satoddle. Fury Cutter, Nuzzle, Safeguard. What died? How did it die? How did it die? I'm confused. Snot-Muse Powder Snow. Okay, Nuzzle that Delibord, Fury Cutter, the Snom, and the Delibird, I guess. Bye, Snom. Arcan? What's got an Arcan for? No! You killed my boy! Right, get on out there, Ivy. Get on out there, Eric. Eric should be pretty decent in this matchup. Let's hit the Arcan. Let's do the Leech Seed shenanigans, and let's try and get that Water Pulse on it. Paralyzing everything is probably the play to go here. Oh, Flabberdosh is dead. Okay. Et tu, Brutus. Ivy's asleep. Ah, oh, no. Okay. How do we do this? I just realised we can't even rock smash things. Oh dear. Draining Kiss the Delibird. But it's not going to go through, so we'll Ice Shard the Delibird. Nice! Delibird goes down. Ivy leveled up! Woo, that's what we wanted. Brutus! Where did you go, Brutus? What happened to you? Leech Seed, and let's Ice Shard the Arcan. Get that Defeatist going. And yeah, Draining Kiss the Swablu, and Ice Shard the Arcan. Easy. I think we got this in the bag. He said not to make this exciting. This was an interesting battle. I started off in a bad position because of the placement of my Pokemon, and it's basically ended in me having to be very careful not to lose everything to Powder Snow. So, yeah, that was a fun game. Fun game. That was alright. You know it, baby. You're a good battler. You're not too shabby yourself. Jasmine told me that you, stood up for me. Or at least told Jasmine you didn't think I had mind powers. Yeah, well, I was obviously wrong about that. Whatever. The point is you're not evil. I got that part right at least. Thanks. I do what I can. He's kind of hard to talk to, huh? Getting kind of chilly in here. I'm Elsie's. Just bailed on me. It's like, fuck this conversation. That'll be all for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's not a OnesieBanette video if I don't say that. I'm pretty sure that hasn't been in every episode either. Oops.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
the sky last time I checked.
That's such a me joke. That's exactly the sort of shit I say to people on like a daily basis. Yo, what's up? The ceiling, the sky, a plane. It does tend to stay up. I think it's got a bunch of balloons keeping it up there.
Balloons? Are you crazy? You can't hold up an entire sky with balloons. Besides, they go into space and pop.
Oh yeah? What is it then?
The sky's obviously balanced on the top of Blue's ego, a solid, invisible, unbreakable force that's the size of the entire world.
Probably a good thing that he never seems to get discouraged then. We might all be crushed.
Yep, he's a hero.
Man, you're crazy.
You know you love me.
Hey, save that kind of talk for after our date. We already live in the same dorm, people might talk. What?
You know, I actually don't know why we're in the same dorm.
I assume because Faulkner thought it would be funny to put us all together.
Maybe.
Anyway, what's up?
Well, I'm thinking of switching classes.
Really?
Yeah, I think I can do it. Maybe not permanently, and I don't think I want to do the crazy thing you and Ethan are doing, but I'm seriously considering it.
Okay. Which classes?
I'm thinking of ditching Dragon for normal. I already told Blue about my plan, and he said, thank God. Maybe now Instructor Claire won't have to stop the lesson every 5 seconds to yell at you. Which is totally inaccurate and unfair, by the way. She yells at everyone. Well, not him, I guess.
Well, if you want to swap, that's up to you. I guess you want to pay a bit more attention to your new Jigglypuff?
Pretty much. She's a pretty easy train, all things considered, but I don't know a whole lot about her species. Hopefully Instructor Lenora can teach me a bit about her.
Any particular reason you didn't go for Fairy? That's one of Jigglypuff's types too.
Just have more experience with normal type Pokemon.
Drampa, Helioptile. Yeah, okay, I can see it. Wait, what about your Dratini? I do not like that look.
Okay, now please don't be mad, but...
Oh my god, you're letting Blue train it.
Yes.
Leaf!
Look, it wasn't my idea. Dratini wanted it. Ever since Blue borrowed Dratini last Wednesday, she's been trying to sneak into Blue's bag. Honestly, I was kind of offended at first, but I mean just one afternoon with Blue made her way stronger, so I can kind of understand where she's coming from. Anyway, she's still my Dratini and always will be, while we're all still breathing.
Man, does that mean the next time I fight Blue, I'm gonna have to fight your Dratini too?
Maybe.
Ugh. Well, thanks for the heads up at least. What's that sound?
Did I just hear something fly over the school?
Yeah, I thought I heard something's wings, like, flapping.
I'm sure you did, mate. I'm scared. It sounds like it's coming from the garden.
Are we checking it out?
I mean, obviously.
You emerge out into the garden and blink up at the sky. Your eyes are still adjusting to the light, so it's hard to make out, but...
Gah! Oh my god!
Kneeling above you is a strange man, dressed in a familiar outfit. He lets out a soft breath and licks his lips as he looks over you. Something about his hungry gaze sends chills down your spine. Well, 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 look who I just dropped in on. The Kobukan Pikachu wielder, slayer of the Jobbird. Jobbird?
Wait, you're from the internet?
That's not far off, actually. Want me to get off? That's a very tricky question to answer, given my current position. Sharp, too. Guess your victory wasn't a fluke.
Raihan? Big fan. I follow your Roto photo account. What are you doing here, kneeling on my date?
Not much, besides that. Oh, this is a good one. First steps in Kobukan, first friends met. Gotta memorialize this one. Smile for the selfie, you two.
Friends?
Raihan pulls out a stylish-looking smartphone and flips it around, grinning at it. Throw Raihan off. I thought that'd be funny. Ugh, can't use this one now. I look blurry. Don't want my followers thinking I'm blurry now, do I? Hey, Leaf, you called this guy Raihan? How do you know him?
You don't...
Oh, of course you don't.
This is Raihan. He's the strongest gym leader of the Galar region. He's fought Leon more than anyone else. He's strong enough to be a champion in any other region. Plus, he's got this really popular Roto photo account where he posts pictures and videos of himself in battles, and during meals, and, pool parties. His fans are called the Fang Gang.
Hey, you are a fan.
But why are you here, in Kobukan?
Hey, I'm a bit busy right now. Don't really have time to answer all these questions. Influencer shit, you know how it is. I always gotta chase that clout around the corner. Know where I can talk to the guy in charge of this place?
That'll be me, young man.
Oh. Hey.
May I ask what you think you're doing, flying into my school in the middle of the day? No appointment, no forewarning, no introduction?
In my defense, I was just asking who was in charge. Wanted to talk with you.
And who are you to ask this of me, Drayden, in the middle of a workday?
Drayden, huh? I guess you aren't a fan then. My name's Raihan, 8th gym leader of Galar, strongest member of the Galarian League aside from Leon, you know.
The name is familiar. So, Raihan, 8th gym leader Galar and strongest member of the Galarian League aside from Leon, may I ask you for the courtesy of an explanation as to what you are doing here?
Got a bunch of reasons. Heard Sonia finally stuck her head out of the dunes, and I'd like to reconnect with my old circle. Raihan looks pointedly in your direction. Besides, I needed to talk to this guy. You see what his Pikachu did, right? That might just be the kind of thing that gets me over Leon.
And you thought doing this now, in the middle of a school day, would be the best way to achieve these goals? Our school was very recently attacked, and a student is still missing. Perhaps you can understand why I would be a bit twitchy, Raihan.
Hey, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't know that.
Lance, it appears your skill is not needed here. You may take your leave.
Wait. Lance? That's you? I am he.
Bloody hell, you're Lance! I knew I'd seen you before. You're my hero, mate.
There must be some sort of mistake. No mistake, Lance. You've got the world record for the most league challenge attempts now.
Ha, well, I'm coming for your record.
My failures are nothing to emulate.
Nah, it's not that. You just kept getting back up, over and over, and then you won, twice. You're my idol. I even get my gym trainers to dress like you.
About that. I wear the honourable dress of a draconic knight of the Blackthorn Dragon Clan. To see the patterns and emblems of my ancient ancestors emblazoned on this sportswear is no trifling insult.
Lance, I think you may be missing the point of the boy's sentiment.
If he sees anything within me worthy of emulation, then it is he who misses the point. I take my leave.
Well, that went to pot. Apologies for Lance's irascibility. However, his temper does not remove the fact that you ought not to be here. Flying over the gates as you did is absolutely not permitted.
I can fly back over, then walk through the front if you want, but it sounds like a bit of a bother.
I would request that you fly back over and stay over. If you wish to talk to certain students, you can make plans to meet up with them in Innsbruck, off-campus grounds.
Ah, come on, mate. Don't be like that. Tell you what, I got a bit of a following. I'll put in a good word for you if you let me hang around for a bit, eh?
This is a historic, centuries-old school. Our programs are world famous. More of our alumni are champions in Blueberry and Narrenhoover academies put together. May I ask who you could possibly put in a good word for us that is not already aware of our accomplishments?
Give me a moment. Isn't Chairman Rose a board member here?
Well, yes. I suppose my reputation with the board could do with some aggrandizement in light of recent events.
There we go, mate. Knew we could do something for each other.
However, this agreement is conditional.
Oh yeah? Go on.
Chairman Rose has been hinting that he's considering launching an inquiry into how this school is run. I would have you attend classes, join clubs. I would ask that you treat this experience as though you were just another student. And then I would ask you to report back to this esteemed Chairman Rose, honestly, about what you have experienced.
Seriously? I can be in and out. It's no problem. Come on, I'm the great Raihan. I don't need to go to school.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did you not attempt to win the last Galarian Champions Cup with a team that utilized 4 different types of weather?
Mate, I was trying something different. Lose to Leon 12 times and anyone will start thinking outside of the box.
I understand that Galarians do not typically undertake formal education in Pokemon training, but I must insist it would benefit you.
Some of the most successful Pokemon trainers in history are Galarian, and some of the best Pokemon players in history are British. Don't slag off the Brits, mate. Fuck you, Drayden. I know you're from Poke America, but you ain't nothing to do with me.
There's no doubt you're a powerful trainer. Even the child champion of Unova attends her middle school during the day. A thorough education exercises soft skills that you may have no other opportunity to develop, such as humility, great Rahan.
Alright, I get it. You don't need to go on. Look, I was planning on making this a get-in, get-out kind of thing. I'm not going to need to pay a full year's tuition, am I?
You will only need to pay tuition for as long as you are here.
Great. How much is that per day? Finances have been a little tight ever since I bought that new muscle car. It was a risky purchase, but the click-throughs on that post were so worth it.
Your first tuition payment will be due on the 4th of October. I may suggest you not buy any new car parts until that time, but with a gym leader's salary, I see no reason you should struggle to pay. Of course, perhaps I am getting ahead of myself. You still need to pass the entrance exam, of course.
Hold on. I didn't know there was any kind of entrance exam.
Well, of course there is. We wouldn't admit a student to this academy without proof positive they will not waste our instructor's time.
Mate, I'm the 8th gym leader of...
Yes, I know. 8th gym leader of Gala. You did mention. In any case, this should be a very simple exam for someone of your pedigree to pass. Just defeat Mr. Wanzi here.
What? What, again? You serious, mate?
As the grave, Mr. Rahan.
But this guy's just a kid, you know?
I do not expect that you are any more than a couple years older than him, no?
You know what I'm saying.
Don't dismiss me.
Huh? Mate, it's not that. I totally respect where you are. It's just, you got me on the defensive. Nice blow. Nice. Hey, Wanzi, I saw your battle with Burlitz, and it was some serious shit you pulled off. Impressive, but the raw numbers aren't there, mate. Drayden, I'm not a bully. I'm not gonna go all out against the student.
One might point out that this student has had more battle education than you, but I concede your point, and this was a test anyway.
Ah, so you wanted me to turn down the battle. Sneaky. Did I pass?
Oh no, you are still gonna battle, Mr. Wanzi, but perhaps now in the middle of lunch is not the proper time for that. You have until classes cessation to prepare a team that you think will allow you to face Mr. Wanzi on an equal footing. I may suggest going to the fields. I've been told that the Cyclozar population there is strong and plentiful.
Cyclozar, huh? Okay, that's only 4 hours. I think I can manage this.
Then after you finish your evening classes, will you join us in the battle hall, Mr. Wanzi? I will gladly referee your battle myself.
Sure. Can't miss the opportunity to battle an actual gym leader after all.
One more thing, Mr. Ryan. It is true that Alex is a much less experienced battler than you, but, do not do him the discourtesy of bringing a team that cannot pull their own weight.
Wouldn't dream of it, mate. The great Ryan always goes 110%, no matter what. He literally just said that he wasn't going to fight me with his real team. Excellent. Now I imagine Lance should be back any moment now. Huh? I thought he just buggered off because he didn't fancy my outfit. Yeah, well, Lance is never one to make clear his intentions. Oh.
Rye,
Hey, Ness.
it's good to see you again. Rye, why didn't you tell us you were coming?
Ness only just told me you were here, Sonny. As soon as I came as soon as I heard, of course. Besides, I was hoping to surprise you.
Well, consider me proper surprised, you cad. What are you doing here?
Didn't you know? I'm a student. Well, I will be after I defeat Onesie here.
You want to fight Alex using your gym leader team?
Nah, I'm gonna go out and catch some others. Pardon me, what is this? You need to defeat Mr. Onesie in order to become a student? Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but I wanted to battle this guy anyway. Lance's eyes drill into yours as he stares unblinking. Come to think of it, this is the first time since Friday we've been face to face, isn't it? Man, I can't begin to imagine how furious he is. Utterly ridiculous.
Oh, Advisor Lance, thanks for getting us.
Think he's gone, Sonny. It's really... Oh, fucking hell. Raihan and Sonia's, like, name tags, like, I'm kind of half going off of colour, so if I see, like, they're both orange, it's very difficult to differentiate at, like, first glance. It's really great to see you two again. What have you been up to? And Sonny, where the bloody hell did you get off to?
Oh, well, that's a bit of a tricky question, honestly. But the short of it is, I was still here.
You cut me when you left, you know. I thought I'd done something wrong. Thought we all had.
Oh, right, you definitely did something. But it didn't have anything to do with Sonny this time.
Man, you're just hating because I'm prettier than you.
I think you'll find that's the only reason I tolerate you.
Ah, but no, really, what's up? You called me out here for a reason, right? Oh wait, should we do this in private?
Nah, Alex is already in this. I called you out because I thought we needed your help rescuing a missing student.
Oh, okay. Huh?
She's lost in the woods, has been for a few days. There's a bigger story, but the long of it is that it's a forest full of grass types and I'm basically dead weight in there. I know you love to brag about how well-armed you are, but I thought you might be able to put that stone head of yours to use and help us.
Yeah, I saw the woods when I was flying over. It didn't look like there was anything too challenging in there, but I could see why you'd have trouble, Ness.
Ness's dual proficiencies of rock and water leave her very vulnerable to grass types.
Alright, so when do we start this thing?
Tonight. Assuming you can even beat Alex, of course. He's not only the wielder of a Liberation Form Pikachu, he's also a member of the Kobukan battle team.
Oh god. Well, I guess I'm looking forward to our battle even more now, Onesie. Don't leave me hungry. The great Ryan's got quite an appetite.
Matched only by his ego. Come on, let's show you around the place for a bit before you become an official student. And maybe you could tell me how you're paying for it.
Yeah, mate, 'cause you're a broke bitch.
You return to the cafeteria room,
Somewhat bewildered by the sudden arrival of this strange new character, who happens to sound a bit like this. Yeah, I think I need to give him like a half subtle cockney. Why is there a medical table? Why is that the medical table? Whitney... What? I know it said the tables have shifted, but what's that got to do with medicine? Independent table. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, Erica fucking hates me. Romantic table. Brendan's still my boy. I know I've been studying fairies with everyone. I'm not sure where I want to actually sit. Yellow can tell me about Serena. Famous table. What do I study with Rosa about? Also, why is she the only one sat there? I know the table's shifted. Is it because Nessa and Sonia aren't available? I think it might be. I don't know. Whitney's joyful. Tia's blissful. Anyone else blissful? Blue's blissful. Leaf is blissful. God damn. Yeah, let's study with Leaf. Why not? Go to the home table, study with Leaf. And we'll study electric types. Report you to University Human Resources. Yeah, we'll study electric types. I don't need to study electric types. Blue, what can you give me? Flying or dragon? I don't need either of those two. Yellow. Ethan. Oh. Oh, I can study my own types. Okay, let's read that again. Dude, you know that I can't, like, really teach you about anything you don't already know, right? We take the exact same classes. Hey, I just wanted to hang out. Ah, you're too nice, you know that? Yeah, right, let's study fairy types with him. Ethan, true to his word, can't teach you anything new, but you still managed to get in some helpful review together. +1. Fairy proficiency increased to 19. That's what we needed. We needed Ivy to get up to level 19. With one more level. One more level. I think we've got to start doing dark now. I mean, I could keep pushing with this thing, but it's going to take too long for me to get the level cap up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on dark for a while. Dark and fairy are my two things. I'm trying to get everyone up to level 20, and then I'll start pushing ahead one at a time. Dark class. Do you not like it? Nothing against this class, it's just that right now I'm considering running to Galar to be a Wooloo farmer and never opening a book again. I've been keeping an eye on all of your practice battles. To be honest, I'd expected a bit better. I'm glad you've all bonded with your Pokemon, but you need to trust them too. You're only making things harder for yourself otherwise. They're not machines, which need your input on every decision. They're your partners, with skills they've learned just fine on their own. Take Carvana for example. You can catch them right by the seaport. Some can boost their speed every turn on their own. Why would you command one to use agility? Others scrape their rough skin against the enemy every time they're hit, doing a little bit of damage. So with enough micromanagement, have faith that your Pokemon know their own strengths. Karen notes that Carvana will come right up to shore if they're hungry enough. I like that. One of my early criticisms with this game was that the type elective classes don't actually like say anything. It's just the same lesson repeated after the first time. I love the fact that they've written new lines for each of the classes going forward. I love that so much. Like, that's the whole point of playing this game. You want to learn about Pokemon. You want to learn how to be a trainer, you know? I think that's sick. That's sick, so keep it going. Dark proficiency is 9. We can nearly level up Barrow. We're getting so close.
So, the Emperor created the position of champion such that if his political power ever waned, and evil men ever attempted to grasp power, the inherent goodness of Pokemon would always come to Kanto's defense. Are we seriously meant to believe that Pokemon are pure good? That seems naive. Well, in all of our recorded history, we've no solid proof of a Pokemon willingly performing a cruel act without coercion. That's not to say that Pokemon are harmless, of course. Everyone knows you should never walk out into the tall grass without a Pokemon. But even though Pokemon have been known to rampage, sometimes with disastrous results, a Pokemon under complete control of its mental faculties never attacks without reason. But perhaps that's a level of pedantry that we need not get into right now. If a wild Pokemon attacks you, rely on your own Pokemon to defend yourself, not their inherent goodness, but do keep it in mind. Now, let's see. Yes, it's about time for our test, isn't it? This test won't introduce any new concepts. All I ask is that you defeat your opponent. The opponent Gardevoir only knows Psychic, the opponent Megonium only knows Giga Drain, and the opponent Dugtrio only knows Stomping Tantrum. Finally, in this test you will be able to gain experience. That may be relevant. Take out your pencils, and remember, this is graded.
I'm sure it is, and I'm scared. Okay. Gardevoir Trace Battle Armor. Let's have a look. I'm not trying to switch out. Cross Poison, Crunch, X-Scissor, Acupressure. They're all at -6 speed. We can gain experience, so... What have we got? Acupressure, X-Scissor, Crunch, Cross Poison. And Skorupi is bug poison, isn't it? Skorupi's bug poison. These are all gonna fuck me up. I think I might have to level some... Okay. They're all very low. Psychic's gonna kill me in one hit. I might live a Stomping Tantrum into a Giga Drain. So I think the move here is to go for... yeah, it doesn't matter which one. Let's go for Crunch onto the Gardevoir. Scroopy leveled up. Wants to learn Scary Face. Why should we get rid of Scary Face? Why do we need that? We don't need to lower my opponent's speed. They're already at -6 speed. Forget Scary Face. What? You introduced new concepts to me. You can't evolve during battle. Abort. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. That's not true. That's bad. That's bad. Because if I'd have known that, if I'd have known I could evolve during battle, because that's never been a thing during Pokemon games. You evolve after the battle, and if your Pokemon's fainted, it won't evolve. That's always been the way it's been. That is not a concept that's introduced in Pokemon. That's a new mechanic, and it's not correct. It's a good test, don't get me wrong. But if I'm going off of like Pokemon battle tactics, that's incorrect. So there wasn't really a way to win that properly. At a glance? Well, at a glance, actually, it looks like a lot of you are struggling. I thought the concepts were simple enough, but perhaps...
Though he's up at the front of the classroom, you can tell Professor Oak looks concerned.
Well, that seems to be the bell. Perhaps I should... Perhaps...
Professor Oak seems troubled. You consider going after him, but... Hey, going to battle Raihan?
Raihan? The 8th gym leader of Galar? Strongest member of the Galarian League aside from Leon?
Apparently. He showed up in the garden at lunch today. Jumped off a Flygon. Landed on me, actually.
Getting real sick of random powerful people and things falling out of the sky and into your lap.
Yeah, he was kneeling on my dick. It still hurts.
No one needs to know that.
So,
where? Huh? Where are you battling? The battle hall?
Yeah, in a couple minutes. What do you think that was about? Oh, he probably just wants to watch you battle. Anything to get more information on you, you know. Sometimes I think he wouldn't mind being the second weakest trainer in the world as long as you were the weakest.
Man, you're right.
Alright, I'm going to the dorm to get changed, then to the battle hall. Wanna come with? Sorry, I'm gonna meet up with Tia. She's gotten better since her stay in the infirmary, but she's still slow. I'm helping her catch up on her lessons. Hey, that was nice of you, but shouldn't you be worried about your own academics most? I mean, you skipped class to grab me, then you took Monday off to look for her. Not to mention, you're going to start taking normal classes. Aren't you a bit worried you'll fall behind? Nah, not really. Talk to you later. She seems very cavalier about missing school, huh?
That's because she's gonna drop out and I'm scared.
Huh? What's that noise?
Who are you?
You walk into the battle hall, still largely empty. A small crowd has gathered around Raihan. He's busy flexing and bragging to the crowd.
Right, he's a dragon-type trainer. I'm going to take this moment to sort out my my Foreveralls.
Mime Junior, read the description. Equipped, it has... Used on teach the following. Draining Kiss.
Okay, let's give the... Well, we've got a Mr. Mime Diveral. Is that the one we just looked at? Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to give this to Flobberdosh. Use it on Flobberdosh. Teach Draining Kiss. Overflowing with power. Something's got to give. Get rid of the Cramorant Foreverall. 12 points over the limit. Let's get rid of Electro Ball. And let's give it the Mr. Mime Diffroll. Yeah, you give it to Florbosh. What do you mean it's overflowing with power? Ah, God. Alright, just leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. A familiar-looking woman stands in front of the crowd. Her her confidence in front of this famous trainer at odds with her unassuming clothing and posture.
Ready to see me roar?
Hell yeah!
Well, you're in luck, because in a few minutes you're going to get to see how great and mighty Ryan battles.
That's so cool. I'm a big fan of yours, but I read all your Rotophoto stories and you didn't say anything about coming here.
Well, I gotta leave some things as surprises for the fans, don't I? Besides, I'm not one of those obnoxious influencers who want all their fans to know where they are 100% of the time. I'd settle for just 95%.
Wow, really? Some people I know try to get away from their fans.
That's Rosa. Huh? Man, why would I do that? If they care about me enough to know where I am or what I'm doing, then of course I'm going to be open to them. Besides, when I finally beat Leon, I want the whole world to be watching. That means you got to start gathering the fans early.
That's a very cool way of thinking about it.
I guess there really is more than 8-pack and muscle cars, huh, Ryan? Of course. I own Pride's Pariah, you know. I mean, I haven't read it, but I do have it. It's a signed copy too. Hey, Onesie, Pikachu wielder, ready to get things started. Shouldn't we wait for Dean Drayden to arrive? Oh yeah, I guess so. Who's your friend? Oh right, I don't think I got your name. Lay it on me.
Liz.
Nice to meet you. Okay, it's Lycia. I thought Lycia had white hair. Oh well. It's extremely obvious that this is Lycia, but if she doesn't want to be recognised outside of her role as announcer, I'm not going to blow this for her.
Oh, wait, Ryan, you said Pikachu wielder, right? I thought I recognized you. You're the student who fought Dawn last Friday, right?
Yep. And you're the one who announced it.
I'm in the coordinator club. Dawn's been talking about you a lot. Fair warning, she might try to recruit you.
Well, I'm a bit busy with the Kobukan battle team, but I might drop in. I heard the new instructor for the coordinator club is pretty great.
Oh, you. Don't do that. If you know who I am, just say it.
Sorry, Liz, that's not my job. Feel like I'm missing something. Nah, it's nothing serious. Let's just... Hello. Zoop. Hello. Seems you've gathered quite an audience today. Yeah, I just seem to gather fans wherever I go. We're all alone, like little grains of sand, but my fans have built up these sands into a mighty gale, and the desert wind will blow anyone down who stands in my way. This may prove complicated. That was actually pretty cunning. By getting the crowd hyped up and on his side, Drayden will have a harder time rejecting him. I guess as an influencer, he knows the power of a popular opinion. Pretty sneaky. The desert's got all kinds of tricks. Forgive me for speaking out of turn, but do you not come from Hammerlock? A city surrounded by lush green fields, simply swampy marshland, and an average rainfall of 23 inches per year. Your numerous references to the desert seem out of place. It's a Brandon thing. I suppose I still do not understand. Students, if you're not part of this battle, please make your way to the bleachers. Very well. You may begin at your leisure. Terms, rules, restraints, you may decide these freely between yourselves. Neat. I'm gonna be real with you, Onesie. We can do this however you want. I've got my preferences, of course, but hey, I'm the great Ryan. And only Leon beats me, even if I'm using 3 newly caught Pokemon. Alright, but just to be certain, you aren't gonna pull out a Pokemon that's like a dozen levels higher than you or anything I could reasonably have at this time, right? What? No, of course not. What kind of dick would do that?
That was uncalled for.
Summon in the wind. Alright. So what are you thinking, Onesie? Have you got taste? Yeah, I've got taste. I've got taste with my fairy-type motherfucker here who's going to kick your ass. Let's do a single battle. Singles is that's my field. That's mine. Alright, singles. Classic. Can't hate it.
Drader will referee. Remember, both of you, your intent is to win. Please do your best.
I will. I'm gonna kick your ass, mate. Let's go. Trap inch. Alright, leech seed it. It's gonna bulldoze me. Now this thing has sheer force. Growth. Let's set up. It's gonna bulldoze me. I think I can live one more. No, I can't! It crit me! No! My strategy! It's ruined! I'm in shambles! I'm in absolute shambles right now. Okay, Eric, get out there. Okay, you got a rock and roller. Water pulse. Kill yourself. Psych bizarre. Well, let's ice shard it. Okay, this is not great. Let's confuse ray it. And ice shard again. Right. Flobberdash should be able to, fingers crossed, beat this now with Draining Kiss. Okay, that's not so great. I think I might just sacrifice Brutus here. Yeah, we'll sacrifice Brutus so we can get a free switch out into Barrow. And quick attack. And then we go back out into Flobberdash. And quick attack for the win. And that should level Flobberdash up as well. Level 20. Smart. Nice battle. Nice battle. That's all. You won fair and square, mate. You made the right moves, I made the wrong ones. That's not totally fair to you. You were using new Pokemon. Now, there was a way I could have won that. Seems we won't be seeing much of each other after all. Hope you drop by Galar sometime, though. I'd love a rematch in a couple years. You were giving up that easily. I don't like it, but taking a loss on the chin is nothing new to me. You can complain all you want that the wind didn't blow your way, but if you do that, people will blow you off. Only when you accept your losses can you move past them. Besides, what would the Fang Gang think if any video of me whining about getting beat got onto the internet? They'd think I'm a right poser, and I'd have to agree with them. A dragon only roars louder after a defeat. That's just the way it is. Besides, I got to battle Onesie, talk to Sunny and Ness from where I'm standing, and I feel like I got everything I wanted done. Don't worry about our deal, Drayden. I'll tell Big Man Rose that everything you're doing here is on the up and up.
There is no entrance exam.
Yeah, I know. Ness told me, but I knew even in the garden. I've got a hard head, not a thick one.
So you correctly interpreted this as a test of character.
Seems like it.
This speech, then, was it to appeal to the children?
Sorry, what? Why did I say children?
This speech, then, was it to appeal to the hidden criteria you were aware existed?
I'd like you to believe that's just who I am as a person.
I sensed words spoken from the heart, but at the same time you used the crowd and your leverage on Rose as an advantage over me. You put on the airs of a force from the desert, and yet you hail from Hammerlock. You speak of humility and accept losses with grace and dignity, but tout yourself the great Raihan and continue challenging your greatest rival over and over. You are quite a study in contradiction, Master Raihan.
Sand that settles becomes rock. Then some geologist slaps a name on it and everyone thinks they know everything there is to know about it. Gotta keep shifting to keep people interested.
That's not how rocks work. Rocks are eroded by wind or water, then become sand.
Counterpoint. Sandstone.
I do not know enough about geology to dispute this.
So what's the decree, Dean? I'm at your feet here. I don't usually beg, but I'll give it a fair shot.
You are permitted to join as a provisional student. Given your experience and fame in Galar, a lot will be expected from you, from your classmates and instructors. Please set a good example.
Always do. Just check my roto photos. I'm squeaky clean. Oh, that reminds me, Onesie. Victory selfie? Yeah, go on. You can have one. Let's get a photo. That's a good one. Hey, that was a good battle, but we're not through yet. When you have the time, I need to know more about that Pikachu of yours. I've got a feeling, call it a whisper on the wind, that Pikachu might be the key to defeating Leon, King of Champions.
Seems like the little guy agrees. Thank you for your aid in this matter, Mr. Onesie. You're free to go.
Anytime. Are there any scholarships for, like, helpfulness?
No.
Alright, just thought I'd check. Yeah, I really need to start passing these exams. That's very scary. Right, we've got a Nessicine, but I'm not going to do it yet. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to call this episode here, because it's been about an hour and 20 minutes, so thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you back again in the next episode, where we'll be trying to rescue Serena. So, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.